Thanks, Rob. Can I hear myself? There we go. Huh? I know. I like to make a fool of myself sometimes. All right. Didn't miss much. An early walk and a pitching change here at Fire Pro Field here on the beautiful campus of the WIAA Sports Complex. I need to turn myself up. There we go. Better? Down? Huh? Turn it down. Is it too loud? Too loud? How about now? Better? Okay. So we had a pitching change, a walk and a pitching change here in the first batter plus in this Division I sectional semifinal. Or excuse me, sectional semifinal. Winner heads to Chippewa Falls on Wednesday afternoon. First, now it's going to be fouled straight back to Brianna Jacoby. Courtney Donahue walked. Brianna Jacoby, Lauren Jacoby, Maddie Bornbach, Taylor Barwick, Sandy Costa, Lydia Schaefer, Shyla Brogan, and Brooklyn Bowman for the Marshfield Tigers. On this beautiful, or chilly Monday afternoon, but great crowd on hand here in Stevens Point. Full count, or the 2-2 misses low and in, count runs full. Marshfield coming off of a couple of big wins, an 11-1 win over Wisconsin Rapids last week, and a 10-2 win over Wisconsin Valley Conference champions DC Everest in the regional final. Savageau fires home. Going to be lifted into center field. Coming in on it, making the catch is Eilers. A snow cone catch out there, and there's one away. Steve Maves alongside Vinny Villarreal and Adam Mueller here in Plover on this chilly Monday afternoon. SPASH and Marshfield, third matchup of the year. They played about 2 weeks ago. SPASH with the sweep. Lauren Jacoby looks at strike one, low and away. No balls and a strike to Lauren Jacoby. Going to be bounced up the middle with it to Paczynski across and in time! A 6-3 double play. And just like that, we are out of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played a half an inning. Marshfield nothing. Stevens Point coming up.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Bottom of the first inning we go here in Plover. SPASH will send up Jenna Eilers, Casey Joseph. Adam, pick it up a little bit. There we go. Courtney Donahue, one of the best pitchers in the area, in the circle now for Marshfield, as she has been all season long, and will look to continue her success here in the sectional semifinal. Again, winner heading to take on the winner of Chippewa Falls and Hudson on Wednesday afternoon. If Marshfield wins, we will have it right here on Zaleski Sports. Jenna Eilers to lead things off here for the SPASH Panthers under head coach Tom Droner here in 2021. Jenna on the year, 455 from her leadoff spot. 40 hits, 26 singles, 13 doubles, a triple, and 16 runs driven in for the Panthers center fielder. She just made that great catch in the first inning. So walk, he raced on a double play. Courtney Donahue now for the Tigers. First one misses low for ball one. Got two games going on. We got this one going on, and then a Pacelli-Allman-Bancroft sectional semifinal right behind us. So a lot of good softball. Huge crowd here in Plover. Great to see. Eilers waits back on it, lines it out to Costa for out number one. One up and one down for Casey Joseph. Joseph, the DP here this afternoon. Donahue wheels and deals. Wanted it, held back enough, and it's ball one. One ball, no strikes here in the bottom of the first inning. Sectional semifinal popped up and out of play, and it's 1-1. Riley Paczynski on deck. One ball and one strike. Sitting in with the patrons here at Fire Pro Field. 2-1 now to Casey Joseph. Barwick, Bowman, and Brogan from left to right. Jacoby, Schaefer, and Costa from third to first. And Donahue fires home. In there for a strike, 2-2. Both these teams, or as mentioned, they played each other not too long ago. SPASH sweeping that doubleheader in impressive fashion. Both games not very close. The 2-2 popped up right back here. Look out. And a great catch right here in front of us. Nicely done. Were you ready for that, Vinny? Huh? 2-2. Donahue comes set. Kicks and fires home. Going to be lined too short. Jacoby gobbles it up and in time. Plenty of time. Nice play by Lauren Jacoby, and there's two away.
Not bad hands for a golfer.
Riley Paczynski now for Paczynski, the shortstop. She had the 6-3 double play to end the first inning. Again, just absolutely love to see all the people here enjoying this beautiful Monday afternoon. It's turned out to be very nice. The wind has died down. The sun pops in and pops out. And Courtney Donahue comes set on the 0-1. Breaker misses high, or off speed misses high, and it's 1-1. Hawaii 5-0 theme song playing behind us. A ball and a strike to Paczynski. As Donahue fires back home, that one's going to be check swing over to second. Schaefer underhand, and that will retire the side in order for Stevens Point. 3 up, 3 down. We've played an inning complete. It's still 0-0.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Top of the second inning we go for Marshfield. They will send up. Send up if we can flip our page here. Bornbach, Barwick, Costa. If you like Fleet Farm, you got to sign up for Fleet Rewards. You earn points to save even more on things you already buy. Plus, it's free to sign up. Can't get much better than that. And there's no credit card required. Start earning points today with Fleet Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest. since 1955. Maddie Bornbach to lead things off, the catcher for Coach Danny Costa and the Marshfield Tigers. The Tigers knocking off Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln and DC Everest last week, trying to take down the third WFC opponent here in a week. They finished fourth in the conference behind Everest, SPASH, and Lincoln. Going to be ripped foul down the first base side, and it's 1-1. See if we have not sure if we have a final from Marshfield or not from that baseball game. We do. See if we can get you a final score. Looks like Everest may have won that one 3-2. So we will take a look and make sure. I'll be weighted back and fouled back. It's 1-2. Eau Claire Memorial knocked off River Falls earlier this afternoon. Memorial will take on the winner of Everest and SPASH, and I believe that Everest won in extra innings 3-2. Weighted back again, fouled out of play. Look out down there, and it remains 1-2. Make sure we get some confirmation. Text the boss who's in Marshfield. 3-2 Everest. All right. Oh, even quicker. We got Vinny on it, and it's that one's gonna be left and right field side. Going back off the top of the wall, and it is off the scoreboard. Maddie Bornbach puts one over, and Marshfield leads 1-0. Right off the bottom of the scoreboard, and Marshfield an early lead here in Plover. It looked like it may have hit the top of the fence, but it hits the bottom of the scoreboard, and Bornbach with a solo home run, and it's 1-0 Tigers. Again, the dimensions here are not shown, but the field isn't very deep. The wall is high, but a 1-0 lead for the Tigers. She weighted back enough. That was she had a couple of them that she just missed. And Barwick looks at strike one. She had a couple that were liners down the right field line. And this one she did not miss. 0-1 to Taylor Barwick. Squares the bunt, offered at it, way out in front, and it's 0-2. Sandy Costa on deck. 1-0 Tigers here in the top of the second inning. Now it's going to be popped up. Third base side in play, and there's one away. It's play by O'Neill over there at third. There's one away here for Sandy Costa, the first baseman. And the first offering can be off the end of the bat. A roller over to first, still play. She misses the tag, and everybody is safe. Off the end of the bat, a crazy spin. And we'll give her an E3. That was a crazy spin as Zoe Fink back in the circle here. She started the game, got taken out for Savageau, and is back here in the second. Ball misses high. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in this afternoon. Great crowd on hand here in in Plover. Just love to see everybody outside and enjoying it. Bunted, and it is a fair ball. It died right on the line, and Schaefer in with a single on the bunt. Maddie Miklish was waiting for it to roll foul. It did not. And just like that, they switch pitchers again for Martin Savageau for Stevens Point. So run across here in the inning. Maddie Bornbach, a solo home run. Taylor Barwick popped out to third. Sandy Costa reached on an error, and Lydia Schaefer stands at first after a bunt single. And now Shyla Brogan for the Marshfield Tigers. Again, Tigers with, as has SPASH, getting hot at the right time. Stevens Point knocking off Superior last week in a regional final. As they also beat Wausau East in a regional semifinal. And now Shyla Brogan with 2 on and 1 out. Tigers all the momentum so far. We play in the top of the second inning. Did not play well in their doubleheader against Stevens Point 2 weeks ago. Savageau fires home, squares to bunt. That one's going to be fouled, and it's 0-1. Savageau a little more speed in the circle. As we play just past 4:50 here in central Wisconsin. That's gorgeous. Again, keep saying it. It's not too hot, not too cold. It is the first day of summer, and it was about 60 degrees today. Popped up behind us here. Look out back there. That's one area of concern with all the people and with 2 games going on. Foul balls out of play. Everybody with their heads in their hands, just watching out the 0-2 outside. It's 1-2. No score behind us in that sectional semifinal. The winner of that game will head to Almond on Wednesday. And the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Shyla Brogan. Brooklyn Bowman on deck. And then back to the top of the order. We play in the top of the second inning. Going to be a hit foul up along past third, and it remains 2-2. Bowman and then Donahue. 1-0 Marshfield, solo home run from Maddie Bornbach. On a 1-2 count it was. And the 2-2 coming back. Popped up, first base side and out of play. Ball thrown in from the first base dugout, where Stevens Point is hunkered down here this afternoon, as they have all season long. The 2-2 back. Good battle from Brogan, ripped into left center field. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. They're going to send in Costa, and they're going to hold Schaefer at third, and RBI double for Shyla Brogan. Right into the left center field gap, and Marshfield is up 2-0. Schaefer to third, and Brogan an RBI double for Brooklyn Bowman now. 2-0. Marshfield still threatening here at the top of the second with only 1 out. Outside corner for a strike to Brooklyn Bowman. Courtney Donahue on deck. Bowman center fielder for Marshfield. Fires home, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Nobody covering third, and it runs even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Baseball tomorrow, triple header from Athens as Edgar and Greenwood try and punch their tickets to the state tournament next week. I have all 3 of those games for you. That's going to be lifted out of or into the netting. And it runs 1 ball and 2 strikes. Edgar starting at 10, Greenwood at about 1 o'clock. Then the championship sectional final at 4. Looking to make it to state on Monday of next week over in Appleton. Fouled and near Courtney Donahue. Other local games going on. Obviously the one behind us, Pacelli and Allman Bancroft. Columbus Catholic is down in Independence, taking on Independence Gilmanton. I have a write-up and a update for you of that game. Going to be chopped in front of home plate. Schaefer the run home, and she's going to be out. What a play from third base. O'Neill to Miklish, and just in front of the runner, Schaefer. She's gunned down at home for the second out of the inning. And the 5-2, beautiful tag by Maddie Miklish. Runners advance. Brooklyn Bowman reaches down to fielder's choice. And then back to the top of the order in Courtney Donahue. She walked. And again, switching pitchers. Fink and Savageau. We go to the top of the order. Donahue walked on a full count in the first inning. Again, they just go from the circle to first and first to the circle, so not much changing besides that. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. For Marshfield, they lead 2-0. First offering from Fink is a breaking ball lifted to left field. Over on it to making the catch is Kaminsky to retire Donahue. 2 runs across on 3 hits, an error and 2 left. We have played an inning and a half. Marshfield leads 2-0.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Bottom of the second inning we go. I'd like to thank our friends over at Point Heating. Get comfortable this summer with Point Heating and Cooling. Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and businesses comfortable. Sign up for planned service and receive 10% off parts and a reminder to service your furnace and central air conditioner. Call Point Heating and Cooling at 715-345-1979, 715-345-1979, and visit online at pointheating.com. So Courtney Donahue now working with a 2-0 lead. She'll find Maddie Miklish, Zoe Fink, and Kyla O'Neill for Stevens Point here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, C-Mavs closing in on 5. Once we get to 5, then we'll remind you who's all here with us. Maddie Miklish to lead things off for Stevens Point. No? Good? He'll loosen this up a little bit. First offering to Miklish, hits the outside corner for a strike. Zoe Fink on deck. And the winner heads to Chippewa Falls on Wednesday. If Marshfield wins, we will have that game for you right here, 1 o'clock first pitch. Outside, 1-1. The winner of Chi High and Hudson will take on the winner of this game with a chance at state on the line on Wednesday afternoon. The 1-1. High, 2-1. Zoe Fink on deck. Courtney Donahue in the circle. Again, just a junior is Courtney. And the offering. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Big swing by Maddie. Evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, would expect Courtney to be in the conversation if she stays healthy and stays in her routine to be considered one of the top pitchers, not just in the area, but in the state next year. Breaking ball popped up on the infield. Over on it is Costa, and she makes the catch for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down for Zoe Fink. Fink trading between the circle and first base in the first 2 innings. Donahue with a big deep breath and fires home. Swung on and missed. O'Neill on deck for Stevens Point. Donahue looking in, getting the signs from Maddie Bornbach, who gets them from Danny Costa. Outside, 1-1. So Costa calls the game to Maddie. And then Maddie calls it into Courtney. The senior calling the game for her junior pitcher, the 1-1. Tipped into the mitt, and it's strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That same night that SPASH swept Marshfield, DC Everest split with Wisconsin Rapids, and that's when Everest won their first outright conference title. Before that, SPASH was at, 20 years or something. Now it's fouled straight back. Staying alive is Zoe Fink. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Donahue wheels and deals on the 1-2. Just misses outside, and the count evens at 2-2. Marshfield leading 2-0. Donahue fires home. Foul straight back. Staying alive is Zoe Fink. Good. Again, I just love that there are so many people here watching. It's great to see. It sure is. Absolutely love it. 100 viewers watching online as well, as Fink fouls that one near Coach Costa. Still scoreless across the just behind us. Those two teams played twice already this year as well. Stevens Point and, Pacelli and Allman Bancroft. Pacelli swept them in the season series. Popped up, hits the top of the netting. And it remains 2-2. Good battle here for Zoe Fink for Stevens Point. Again, third matchup between SPASH and Marshfield. Third matchup between Pacelli and Allman Bancroft as well. Allman knocking off Assumption last Wednesday. Marshfield, that was going to be popped up. Costa, first base side, foul territory, and there's 2 away. So to get here, SPASH knocked off Wausau East and Superior. Marshfield knocked off Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln, and DC Everest. In their 2 regional games, Marshfield outscored their opponents 21-3 in their 2 games. See a Little League going on just to the east of us at Roman Field. Inside, missed. 1-0 to O'Neill. Of course, the WIAA Sports Complex here in Plover. Playing here at Fire Pro Field. Behind us, Spud Field. Roman Field to our left. Swung on a miss. Blue Top. Schluter. All of them here at beautiful WIAA Sports Complex. Hines. Hines Field to the kitty corner to us. And the 1-1. Going to be drilled to right center field. Long run for Bowman. And that one is going to be gone. Kyla O'Neill with the home run. And it's 2-1 as O'Neill cuts the deficit in half here in the bottom of the second inning. No doubt for the SPASH right fielder. And it's 2-1. Marshfield still on top, but SPASH with 2 outs here in the inning, able to cut into the deficit. And now Caitlin Kaminsky, the left fielder. A no-doubter to right center field. Kaminsky sitting near the front of the batter's box, almost as close as you can get against Courtney Donahue. Swung on a miss to Kaminsky. Marshfield will send up 2, 3, and 4 in their half of the inning. Donahue, long look in. All Brooklyn Bowman could do in center field was watch it. Hits the outside, and it's 0-2. As mentioned, baseball for you tomorrow. depending on how our games go here, our local teams have softball for you on Wednesday. There's a swing and a miss, and Donahue strikes out Kaminsky to retire the side here in the second. One run on the home run, and nobody left. We have play 2 complete. It is 2-1 Marshfield.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Top of the third inning we go. I'd like to thank our friends over at Paper City Savings, which is located on County Road Double H right here in Plover, and online at papercitysavings.com. Paper City Savings is your full-service financial institution here in Portage County, ready to help you. Open a kid's savings account today and get a free gift plus another free gift on your birthday. Paper City Savings in Plover. Jacoby Bornbach here in the Marshfield half of the third inning. Steve Maves, Vinny Villarreal, Adam Mueller here at Fire Pro Field, as mentioned, on the beautiful campus of the WIAA Sports Complex. Zoe Fink back in the circle. 1-0, off speed, misses high, 2-0. Again, SPASH went up to Superior last week, knocked off a very, very, very good Superior team. Off speed in there for a strike, 2-1. Team that was 22-1. The Panthers went up there and made them 22-2 to end their 2021 campaign. Swung on a miss way out in front on the off-speed changeup, and it's 2-2. Coach Costa, all he can do, look at Brianna and smile, and all that's all Brianna Jacoby is doing right now too, just chuckling. And the 2-2. Gonna be drilled to third base off the glove of O'Neill, and a leadoff single for Brianna Jacoby. That was a smacked ball by Brianna. And just off the top of the mitt of O'Neill at third base. And now Lauren Jacoby. Talked to Lauren after their Wisconsin Rapids win. 6 RBIs in that game for Lauren Jacoby on their way to a regional semifinal win. Knocking off the number 4 seed. Marshfield, the number 5 seed. SPASH, the 3 seed. That's going to be grounded weakly to the circle, and Jacoby is going to move Jacoby over. Lauren out on the 1-3. Brianna reaching second. There's one away for Maddie Bornbach, who had the solo home run in the second inning. Maddie on a 1-2 pitch, and now Coach Droner out to talk to his infield. Just like that, a pitching change here in the top of the third inning. Just some more movement. Jalen Sawinski to come in and throw. 2-1 Marshfield on top. Slowinski, the ace per se between her and Maren Savacho. They have thrown 68 and 66 innings respectively. Sawinski on the year, 8-4. She has started 10 games, has come in relief, obviously, then in 11 games. She started 10. This is her 22nd game pitching. 19 earned runs, 69 strikeouts, 25 walks, has hit one batter. Her ERA just under 2 for the SPASH Panthers. As Maddie Bornbach awaits her turn here. Slowinski threw in the second game of the doubleheader last 2 weeks ago. As Almond playing well behind us. If you got a couple screens couple of devices, might as well watch both games. Both of them are free. Both of them are live right now with the winner, or with both teams 2 wins away from the state tournament. Runner at second and 1 out. Playing Dora, huh? First offering to Bornbach is popped up and out of play. Bornbach, again, that solo home run in the second inning. She fought off quite a few pitches, lined them down that right field line, and both of them, 2 or 3 of them out of play, and then she smacked the bottom of the scoreboard. Going to be drilled to left field. That one is going to get over the head of Kaminsky, hit the wall. Coming in to score will be Brianna Jacoby, an RBI double for Maddie Bornbach. And it's 3-1 Marshfield. Opposite field power for Maddie Bornbach. She's got 2 RBIs on the afternoon, and it's 3-1 Marshfield. And now Taylor Barwick wearing the overcoat. Maddie Voss, I believe that is, coming in to run for Marshfield. Taylor Barwick now with a runner at second and 1 out. Maddie Bornbach having herself an afternoon. First one high and in to Taylor Barwick. Sandy Costa on deck. Maddie heading to lacrosse, I believe, next year. 1-1 now. Sandy Costa on deck, then Lydia Schaefer here in the top of the 3rd inning. Marshfield looking to have another crack at Chippewa Falls or Hudson next week. That one's going to be grounded to second. Rakowski over to first, and there's 2 away. Nice job by Taylor Barwick. Now a pass ball will score Maddie Voss. 2 away for Sandy Costa, who reached on an error in the 2nd inning. That one was poked right off the end of the bat. Dribbled up along first, unable to be played, or there. It's either Savageau or Fink while she was still in. Zoe is now over at first base. Off speed, misses high, 1-1. Lydia Schaefer on deck. Runner at third and 2 outs here for Marshfield, the 1-1. Wanted it, able to hold off was Costa, and it's 2-1. Ball in the dirt, and Sandy was able to not pull the trigger. Fires home. High and out. 3-1 to Sandy Costa, the Tigers' first baseman. The 3-1 coming back. Misses high and lost her. 2-out walk for Sandy Costa. And now Lydia Schaefer singled and was thrown out at home in the 2nd. Going to be playing the top of the 3rd inning. Sectional semifinal with the winner heading to Chippewa Falls on Wednesday afternoon. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. High for a ball. Slawinski struggling to find the zone here in the top of the 3rd. Low and away. 2-0. Shyla Brogan on deck. She's already doubled this afternoon. Slawinski comes back on the 2-0, right down the middle for a strike. Kaminsky, Eilers, and O'Neill from left to right. O'Neill, Paczynski, Rakowski, and now Fink from 3rd to 1st. That's going to be fouled right down the first base line. Just behind it was Schaefer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on, 2-run lead for Marshfield. Slawinski trying to get out of the jam, the 2-2 back. And that was going to be dribbled to third and foul. It remains 2-2. He's able to put the bat out in front of it and just get enough of it. Trickled foul, but another opportunity for Lydia Schaefer here in the top of the third inning. Slowinski with 2 on and 2 outs. Fires home. Gonna be pop bloop to second. They're gonna get Costa on the slide at second to retire the Tigers. A run on 2 hits. They leave 2. We have played 2.5. It's 3-1 Marshfield.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Bottom of the third inning we go here in Stevens Point as Danny Costa coming over to talk to home plate umpire. I don't believe there were any changes. Just taking a look in the outfield, making sure that everybody is where they need to be for Marshfield, and maybe just double checking with home plate umpire for SPASH's lineup as Jacoby, Schaefer, and Costa in the infield. Barwick, Bowman, and Brogan from left to right. And to lead off, Emma Rykowski now due up for Stevens Point. Before Emma takes the batter's box, Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile. Premium over van at Draxler Transport. Drivers are always home for the requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Courtney Donahue recorded her first strikeout to end the second inning. And the first one to Rykowski misses low and in for a ball. Rykowski, O'Neill, and Eilers here in the bottom of the third inning. 3-1 Marshfield. A lone run for SPASH, a solo home run from O'Neill. Low and out, 2-0. And SPASH already using 3 pitchers through the first 3 innings. Donahue just missed outside, and it's 3-0. Ashlyn O'Neill on deck, then back to the top of the order for Stevens Point. Long look for Donahue. There's one right down Main, and it's 3-1. And the winner of this one taking on Hudson or Chi High on Wednesday afternoon. First pitch anyway, scheduled for 1 o'clock over in Chippewa Falls. The 3-1. Wow. Not sure where that one missed. It did miss, and it's a leadoff base runner for SPASH, their first leadoff runner on here through the first 2 innings, now 3 innings. And now Ashlyn O'Neill, the third baseman, with Jenna Eilers on deck. The top of the order due up next for Stevens Point. Courtney Donahue fires home. There's one in there for a strike. Baseball tomorrow. Baseball and softball maybe, depending on how everything goes here today. On Wednesday. Baseball on Thursday. Baseball on Friday. Squares the bunt. Gets it down third base side, and that one's going to trickle foul. Good play out there by Brianna Jacoby. And now Danny Costa coming out to ask question. It's 0-2 now to Ashlyn O'Neill. See if he can get an appeal from And no balls and 2 strikes. As Danny Costa asked the home plate umpire, I believe SPASH was throwing balls or hitting balls against the netting or wall, and they asked for no more. Donahue ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Going to be fouled straight back into the netting, and it remains 0-2. We'll have highlights from state soccer on Friday morning. Assumption taking on Cedar Grove, Belgium at 10 a.m. down at Uline Park in Milwaukee. Donahue, a big deep breath. That one's going to be popped up out of play. Look out back there. Staying alive is Ashlyn O'Neill. Legion Baseball also on Friday. Get everybody resituated for our games on Friday on Zaleski Sports. Donahue wheels and deals. 0-2, swung on and missed, and down goes O'Neill. Strikeout number 2 for Courtney. And there's one away for the top of the order. Jenna Eilers, who lined out to Sandy Costa in the first inning. Eilers lined out with a runner at first and 1 out. Courtney Donahue, long look into Maddie Bornbach and fires. This is high for a ball, 1-0. Going to be playing the bottom of the 3rd inning, sectional semifinal, winner to Chi High on Wednesday. Donahue, again, Bornbach gets the signs from Costa. Costa gives them, and then Bornbach hands them off to Donahue. 2-0 now to Jenna Eilers. Jenna lined out to first on the second pitch of the game. Again, much different than some of her teammates, all the way back in the box now with that back left foot as far back as you can get. Jacoby in from third. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Casey Joseph on deck. She's a designated player this afternoon. Ball game nearing an hour old. As Donahue fires home 2-1. Lined foul, and it evens up at 2-2. Got a couple of home runs already this afternoon from Plover. 1 for each team. Donahue trying to work out of a leadoff walk. Courtney fires. Going to be lined to short, gobbled up to second for 1. Across, not in time to get Eilers. A double clutch heads-up play by Lauren Jacoby to get the lead runner at second. Eilers reaches on the fielder's choice. And there's 2 away for Casey Joseph. She grounded out to Lauren Jacoby in the first inning. Runner from first. See if they put Eilers in motion. Good speed on the base pass for Stevens Point. Donahue squints, looks in, pops it up. Out of play. And another nice catch. Had one here in front of us, one on the Marshfield side now. So 0-1 to Casey Joseph. No balls and a strike to the SPASH designated player. Donahue looks in. Off speed, throw down to second from Bornbach and just beat it to Eilers. Another great throw by Bornbach. Jenna Eilers with the stolen base. And now a runner in scoring position for Stevens Point. Count evens up at 1-1 on the ball thrown. Bornbach threw from her knees, and that was closer than I'm sure Eilers would have liked. Outside corner, and it's 1-2. Good secondary lead for Jenna out there as Maddie Bornbach was framing it a little bit. A ball and 2 strikes now. The runner has second and 2 outs. Donahue kicks home. Going to be grounded to Jacoby at short and across to retire the Panthers. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We have played 3 complete. 3-1 Marshfield.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Top of the 4th inning we go here in Plover. Marshfield will send up 8, 9, and 1 here against Jalen Sawinski. If we can find these reads, I'll make sure to thank our friends over at Stevens Point Brewery. Be sure to sit back and enjoy the handcrafted sodas from the Stevens Point Brewery, made from 100% real sugar and high-quality ingredients. Select from a variety of styles, including Point Root Beer, my favorite, Diet Root Beer, Black Cherry Cream, Orange Cream, Vanilla Cream, and Kitty Cocktail. For more than 15 years, Point Premium Root Beer has been a tradition right here in central Wisconsin. Stevens Point Brewery supports all area student athletes. As that one is going to be smacked right back up the middle. Shyla Brogan, a leadoff single for Marshfield. We're playing the top of the 4th. Brooklyn Bowman now. She reached out a fielder's choice when Lydia Schaefer was thrown out at home. Courtney Donahue on deck. Squares the bunt, fouls it back. Courtney Donahue waits on deck. The winner of the game behind us will head down to Almond on Wednesday for a sectional final. The winner of this one heading to Chippewa. Take on either Chi High or Hudson. And the 0-1 to Bowman. Squares the bunt, fouls it back again. Coach Costa leans back and not discuss. As I believe Pacelli may have just taken the lead. Yep. 1-0. Swung on and missed. And Slawinski strikes out Brooklyn Bowman. And there's one away. Top of the order now up for Marshfield. Courtney Donahue, a walk and a flyout. Donahue flew out to left to end the 2nd inning. Shyla Brogan singled. Bowman struck out. Slawinski looks in to her counterpart, grounded over to third for 1, and across, and not in time. Ball dropped as Donahue reaches on a fielder's choice. Took her a little second to get out of the box. 5-4 on the putout to retire Shyla Brogan. Brianna Jacoby now a fly out and a single. She scored on the double from Maddie Bornbach. Brianna Jacoby with a runner at first and 2 outs. Way out in front, fouled at the plate. That's 0-1. Lauren Jacoby on deck. Oh, 0-1 to Brianna. High and out, 21. Marshfield scored 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. SPASH answered back with a home run in the 2nd inning. Slawinski long look and fires. Breaking ball in there, a beauty from Slawinski, and it's 1-2. Buckled Jacoby's knees just a bit. Long look on the 1-2. High, 2-2. Try to get her to chase. Unsuccessful to Brianna Jacoby. Brianna third base for Coach Danny Costa and the Marshfield Tigers. Fires on the 2-2. Grounded foul to third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-away here in the top of the 4th inning. Kicks and fires. Swung on, fouled back. Brianna Jacoby staying alive. Maddie Bornbach has had herself a night. She's in the hole if we continue with Lauren Jacoby on deck. Fires home 2-2. Breaking ball popped up on the infield. Fink will make the catch and retire the Tigers. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left who have played 3.5. It's 3-1 Marshfield.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom of the 4th inning we go. Riley Paczynski to lead things off for Stevens Point. But before Riley takes her place in the right-handed batter's box, I'd like to thank our friends over at Spectrum Benefit Solutions. With offices all over central Wisconsin, Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. If you're watching this broadcast, you are eligible for lower costs health, dental, accident, life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Paczynski grounded out to second to end the 1st inning. We play here in the bottom of the 4th. Marshfield leading 3-1. The lone run for SPASH, a solo home run for Kyla O'Neill, popped up to short, and there's 1 away. 1 up and 1 down for Maddie Miklish, who popped out to first base her first time up. One nothing behind us. Pacelli on top in the 5th. We play in the bottom of the 4th here in Plover. The offering to Miklish. Misses low and in at the knees, and it's 1-0. Zoe Fink on deck. Looking in is Donahue. Courtney with 2 strikeouts on the afternoon. Swung out a miss at a high fastball, and it's 1-1. A slow day for Courtney Donahue at the office. 2 strikeouts. Handful against Everest, handful against Rapids. Again, wouldn't be surprised if she is in the conversation next year in the state of Wisconsin for one of the top pitchers in the state. Courtney Donahue. Easily one of the best, if not the best, in the oofta. Just missed. Not sure. Maybe low and in. Maybe inside. That was right at the knees. 3-1 now to Miklish. Donahue long look to Bornbach and fires. Fouled in and out of the mitt, and it's 3-2. Zoe Fink on deck here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Donahue comes back on the payoff. Fires on the 3-2. Foul straight back as Miklish stays alive here with 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Just past 5:30. Ball game just an hour and 3 minutes old. We play in the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Marshfield. Swung on and missed, and Donahue gets Miklish for strikeout number 3 of the afternoon, and there's 2 away for Zoe Fink, who popped out to first her first time up. Donahue with 3 strikeouts, 2 away now here at the bottom of the 4th. Donahue kicks home. High and in for a ball, 1-0. Kylo O'Neill on deck for Stevens Point. This is low for a ball, 2-0. O'Neill on deck, the lone run so far for SPASH. That was a solo home run, and no doubter for the Panthers. Going to be lined foul. Past Coach Droner, and it's 2-1. Zoe Fink ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike, and she popped out to Costa in the second in foul territory. Donahue a deep breath and fires. In there with a breaker, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Get some cheers from Almond, and they tie it up. The sectional semifinal behind us. Magical season might continue for the Eagles. Now it's going to be grounded over to short. Jacoby gobbles, fires, and that will retire the Panthers again in order. 1, 2, 3 here in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played 4 complete. 3-1 Marshfield.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neilsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Lauren Jacoby here in the top of the 5th inning. Tie game behind us. The Eagles just tied it in the top of the 5th. We play in the top of the 5th here. 3-1 Marshfield. First offering to Jacoby is lined right back up the middle. Going after that first pitch fastball, as did Shyla Brogan in the 4th inning. And now Maddie Bornbach, who's had herself so far a career and phenomenal night. Maybe not a career night. 2 for 2 with a home run and a double. 2 RBIs on the night for the Marshfield catcher. After Maddie bats, we'll hear from our friends over at Felt's Dairy. Getting their corn maze planted and everything figured out. June Dairy Days was on Saturday this past weekend. Feltz is don't know if they all are, but majority of them. Pacelli alum. The 1-1 coming back to Bornbach. Breaking ball missed at her eyes, and it's 2-1. Taylor Barwick on deck. Tigers lead 3-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Going to be popped up behind third, and that is going to get down in no man's land. And 3 for 3 is Maddie Bornbach. Runners at first and second now with nobody out. Felt's Dairy, located at the Crossroad Commons in Stevens Point. Felt's Dairy is a family-friendly experience serving your favorite cheeses, ice cream, meat, and more. All grown right here in central Wisconsin. Felt's Dairy is open Monday through Saturday. And also 24/7 on Facebook. as Maddie Voss takes over as the runner at first base. Taylor Barwick now 0 for 2. That was going to be bunted to third. Over to first, and she's just going to make the catch over there was Rykowski. But Barwick got the job done on the 5-4 put up. Now Sandy Costa reached on there and walked. 2 in scoring position here in the top of the 5th with only 1 out. As they're going to put Sandy Costa on an intentional walk. And now Lydia Schaefer is single and a ground out. Bases full of Tigers here in the top of the 5th with 1 out. Slawinski fires home. Going to be grounded over to second. They get the out at home. She's safe at home. Coming in to score was Lauren Jacoby. And the Tigers have a 4-1 lead. What a close play at home. And the home plate umpire called Lauren Jacoby safe. And runners advance. Lydia Schaefer, give her an RBI single. Close play at home. And now Shyla Brogan 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Swung on a miss, wanted it all, and came up empty. No balls and a strike to Brogan. A double, RBI double in the second, singled on the first pitch she saw in the 4th, and she's behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Brooklyn Bowman awaits on deck. It's exactly what SPASH wanted. It was the ground out to second. The throw home just not in time. Miss low, 1-2. 4-1 Marshfield. Slawinski fires home. Now he's going to be fouled off the knuckles. He's able to wait back and have another opportunity here for Shyla Brogan. Base is still full of Tigers. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Going to be fouled back. Staying alive is Brogan. The Tigers right fielder with Brooklyn Bowman on deck. The winner will head to Chippewa on Wednesday. Fires home. Misses in. And Brogan saying it nicked her knee, but the home plate umpire said not going to give it to you that easily. 2-2. Fouled at the plate. Shyla staying alive. Tigers have hit Panther pitching hard so far. 2-2 inside, and the count runs full now. Two-one Pacelli on top behind us. Cheers from both sides. The payoff. Fouled back again, staying alive. Coach Costa with a big smile on his face for his right fielder. Base is full. Slawinski comes home. On the payoff. Popped up right field side. Long run for O'Neill. It's going to drop. Fair territory. And the throw to second. She's going to be safe at second. And an RBI single for Shyla Brogan. No man's land behind first base. And quite the battle at the plate. Won by the Marshfield right fielder. Throw to second was dropped. And now the number 9 hitter, Brooklyn Bowman, 5-1 Marshfield. Looking for more, grounded over to first, to home, and it's going to be scooped. What a play there by Maddie Miklish to retire Sandy Costa for the second out. Bowman reaches on a fielder's choice, and now back to the top of the order for Courtney Donahue. 1-for-2. Excuse me. She walked, popped out, and reached on a fielder's choice. Able to hold off, misses high. 8th batter of the inning for Marshfield. Bases still full of Tigers with Brianna Jacoby on deck. Going to be chopped to short, across, and got her by half a step. Donahue retired. Marshfield adds 2 more. They leave 3. We have played 4.5. It's 5-1 Tigers.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go here in Plover as the Marshfield Tigers lead 5-1. Score from, I believe the game would probably be in Hudson as Hudson's the number 1 seed, Chi High the number 2 seed. And Chippewa up 6-5 from the latest score that Vinny found in the 3rd inning. So another high-scoring affair for Chi High. We play in the bottom of the 5th here. Courtney Donahue for Marshfield, doing Courtney Donahue things in the circle. Her offense helping her out tremendously as the Tigers lead 5-1. O'Neill, Kaminsky, Rakowski for SPASH here in the 5th. As O'Neill, the lone run scored for SPASH on the solo home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning. After that, Kaminsky struck out. Rakowski walked to start the 3rd, and then since then, it's been pretty quiet for SPASH offensively. It's been very quiet for SPASH. 8-5 Chi High against Hudson. Making sure everybody is ready to go. As Donahue gets one and swings through it, does O'Neill. Looking for the first pitch fastball. Got the first pitch changeup and swung way out in front. No balls and a strike. And don't forget to stick around for at the conclusion for our Nacerville Dairy post-game show. Outside missed. Tried to get her to chase, and it's 1-1. Campicelli leading 3-1 behind us. The winner of that one will head down to Almond on Wednesday for a sectional final. Almond Bancroft also hosting a sectional tomorrow for baseball. Inside corner for a strike, 1-2. That's the one with Rochelt, Shiocton. We'll be in Athens. Steve Ames, Jason, and Trevor Zaleski heading up to Athens for a sectional tomorrow. Missed high. 2 local teams in that one is Edgar and Greenwood. Edgar takes on Three Lakes at 10 a.m. Greenwood takes on St. Thomas at 1 o'clock. And then championship at 4. The offering. Outside, got her looking backwards, K, and down goes O'Neill. Strikeout number 4 for Courtney Donahue. And now Caitlin Kaminsky, who struck out to end the 2nd inning. Pinch hitter here for Kaminsky. No, there we go. No on and one out. First offering on the inside corner for a strike. Emma Rakowski on deck. Fires 0-1, bounced in there away from Bornbach, and it evens up at 1-1. Getting a sectional final going on up at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield this afternoon, or tonight. Eau Claire Memorial and DC Everest popped up, foul territory out of play. It's 1-2. Eau Claire Memorial took care of River Falls early this afternoon. DC Everest beating SPASH in extra innings, 3-2, to punch their ticket to a sectional final. Memorial up 3-0 on Everest. Memorial, a very talented team. They knocked off Eau Claire North. That one bounced in there, 2-2. Their pitcher this morning, Trapani, I believe it was, heading to Arkansas in the fall to pitch for the Razorbacks. 2-2 coming back. Donahue looks in, fires home. Misses low, count runs full. Pichelli breaking it open behind us. Get some good reaction from the Pichelli faithful. And the payoff. Going to be a knuckle to third. Jacoby across in time for out number 2. 2 away for Emma Rakowski. Again, if Marshfield's able to hold on, we'll again have an opportunity to talk to Coach Costin, a Zaleski Sports Player of the Game. Marshfield has been impressive here to begin. Not to begin, we're already in the bottom of the 5th in this ball game. In there for a strike. Ashlyn O'Neill on deck. SPASH's offense has been quiet. They beat Superior 3-1 last week. Regional final. Taking down Superior, a 22-1 team. Now, obviously, 22-2. That one bounces in there. SPASH at 17-9. Finished second in the WVC this year, behind DC Everest. Everest, SPASH, Lincoln, and Marshfield. In there for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Again, I saw it anyway against Wisconsin Rapids, where Marshfield beat them 11-1. Just a hesitancy in the box for these hitters against Courtney Donahue. Missed outside. Count runs even here in the bottom of the 5th. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Donahue toes the rubber. 2-2. Misses way high. Count runs full. Just released it a little too late, did Courtney Donahue. Payoff coming back to Rakowski. Long look for Courtney. In there and got her, looking to end the 5th inning. Couple of backwards Ks for Courtney Donahue, and we have played 5 complete. It is 5-1 Marshfield.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier. With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations and let us.
You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this
This is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Top of the 6th inning we go here from Fire Pro Field in Plover. As the first one to Jacoby misses for a ball. Brianna Jacoby, Lauren Jacoby, Maddie Bornbach here for the Tigers in the top of the 6th inning. Slawinski fires home, misses high for a ball, 2-0. Awards More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, promotional products. Awards More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards More on Facebook to get started today. Gets just amazed every time I walk into Awards More in Wisconsin Rapids. It is pretty cool. Quite the collection. Not entirely a collection that Van has, but all the memorabilia and the stuff that people trust Van with, and he makes it look absolutely phenomenal. The 2-2. Going to be drilled into right center field, went down to get it off of the ground, and a leadoff single for Brianna Jacoby. Off the ground was Brianna's hit, and now Lauren with a runner at first and nobody out here in the 6th inning. Brianna 2 for 4. Lauren now 1 for 3. She grounded into a double play to end the 1st inning. Maddie Bornbach on deck. Maddie up to bat next. She's a triple away from a cycle, and this field almost, I don't want to say impossible, it's pretty close. That was going to be grounded to short. A play by O'Neill to second for one. Across, and not in time. But another great play by O'Neill over at third. Lauren Jacoby reached down to fielder's choice. Brianna out. And now Maddie Bornbach, a home run, a double, and a single for Maddie this afternoon. Jacoby from first with 1 out. Slawinski fires, misses high and in to Bornbach. And Maddie not wanting her senior season to come to an end. 5-1 Marshfield. We play in the top of the 6th inning. There's a big swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Slawinski, and it's 1-1. And we'll have highlights of both of these games for you later on this evening on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. Going to be drilled again, deep right field, back on it, and that one is going to be gone. Maddie Bornbach, a 2-run home run. Her second of the game, and the Tigers lead 7-1. A no-doubter to right center, and Bornbach with 4 RBIs, and is 4 for 4 from the plate this afternoon. 7-1 Marshfield. What an afternoon for Maddie Bornbach. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 4 for 4 from the plate. And now Taylor Barwick with still only 1 out here in the 6th. Fouled at the plate, and it's 0-1. Barwick 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts, a ground out, and sacrifice for Taylor this afternoon. Slawinski fires. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Sandy Costa on deck. And the 0-2 coming back. Bounced in there, 1-2. Slawinski fires on the 0-2. Now it's going to be fouled at the plate and remains 0-2. Again, Marshfield is just taking a look at their previous couple of games. Even before their before the playoffs began, they got swept by SPASH, and that one's on the inside corner. Barwick strikes out with a backwards K. There's now 2 away. And now Sandy Costa reached on error, walked, and was intentionally walked. So Marshfield split with Chi High on May 20th. They swept Merrill. It's going to be popped up in foul territory. Got swept by SPASH, went to Eau Claire, won 10-0 against Eau Claire North. And then since then, 11-1 against Wisconsin Rapids, 10-2 against DC Everest, and have put up 7 here this afternoon. Costa behind 0-2. Slawinski comes back on the 0-2. It's high, snow coned by Miklish, and it's 1-2. Lydia Schaefer on deck. And the offering. Bounced in there, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, or 2 away. Fires. Going to be grounded to third. O'Neill across and in time to retire the Tigers. Marshfield with 2 more here in the 6th on the 2-run home run for Maddie Bornbach. It is now Tigers 7 and the Panthers 1.
Find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today. Bottom of the 6th inning we go here in Plover. Valley Communities Credit Union. It's never too early to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with the Valley Communities Credit Union Kids Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and getting good grades. Stop into one of our 5 locations in Mosinee, Cronenwetter, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids today at Valley Communities Credit Union. O'Neill, Eilers, and Joseph here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7-1 Marshfield. Tigers looking to advance to a sectional final on Wednesday. In there for a strike. The lone hit for Stevens Point came on a solo home run by Kyla O'Neill in the 2nd inning. The only other base runner was a walk and a fielder's choice. Otherwise, SPASH has been silent on the base paths. High for a ball, 1-1. So the home run came in with 2 outs in the 2nd. Rakowski walked in the 3rd inning. She was retired on the ground out, or on the fielder's choice by Eilers. Jenna stole, and that was that for Stevens Point. Popped up on the infield. Costa again with the catch. 1 away for Jenna Eilers. A line out and fielder's choice. They haven't had a base runner for the last 2+ innings now. Eilers lined out in the 1st to Costa. We're going to have to count up all the pop-ups and lineouts that Sandy's got this afternoon. She has played outstanding at first base. Squares to bunt. Outside corner in there for a strike. Three or four for Sandy, but she's made some nice scoops from throws. The 0-1. Same spot, same results. 0-2. Bornbach gets a sign from Coach Costa. Relays it to Courtney Donahue on the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Casey Joseph on deck. A couple of groundouts to short this afternoon. Just past 6 o'clock here in central Wisconsin on this beautiful Monday evening. Sectional semifinal softball, SPASH and Marshfield. That one's going to be lined to left and get in front of Taylor Barwick. And a 2-out single for Jenna, or excuse me, 1-out single for Jenna Eilers. The first hit